Hello everyone and welcome back to Katie Bugs Crafts. If you are new here, welcome. If you're returning, thank you very much. So today we are making YarnHatGnome Christmas ornaments. They are so easy and fun to make. If you love CozyCrafts or decorating your tree with handmade goodies, you're going to love this one. Let's get started. So right here I have a piece of cardboard. I would say it's about 12 inches long, so I folded it in half to make a 6-inch. And if you forgive me, we'll have a visitor in the beginning of this video. So I have 2 cardboard toilet paper rolls and a variegated yarn of Christmas colors. It's red, white, and green. And a pair of scissors. You will also need glue, faux fur, and wooden beads, which they will be in the description. So I'm cutting this toilet paper roll into 5 sections. It doesn't have to be perfect. They don't have to be exactly one size. If you cut 5 out of one roll, it'll be perfect. So as you can see, I'm doing this project on my lap. I do a lot of these hats sitting in my chair at night watching TV. That's how comfortable I am with making these hats. I finish them in the craft room where I have my hot glue gun and my other supplies. So just keep that in mind. You can make the hats anywhere you want. So I grab my end of my variegated yarn and I'm making sure that the end of the yarn is at the open end of the cardboard. I wrap and wrap and wrap until I feel that there's enough. On average, one hat takes about anywhere from 20 to, depending on the thickness, I've used up to 70 pieces for one hat. This is a fairly regular skein of yarn, so it takes about 35-36 pieces of yarn. So with the open end of the cardboard, it's easy to fit your scissors into. And I hold the other end tight so it doesn't fall off. My scissors are almost dull. I need to sharpen them. So there you have it. I've cut the yarn into, I would say, I don't think they're about 12 inches. I think maybe the cardboard's probably 4 or 5. So I have all those different strands of yarn just laid out. And yeah. So you take your cardboard, your toilet paper tube, and you pick up a piece of yarn. You fold it in half. You take the loop end of the yarn and feed it through the cardboard tube. You grab the other 2 ends with your fingers and you pull it through the loop end of the yarn. And you continue doing that, sliding them together until your tube is full. And I will fast forward through this. Look, there's our visitor. This is my cat, Little Bear. She's my baby. She's friendly, she's nosy, and you know cats love yarn. Anytime mommy's doing something that she can, involve herself in, she will. There she is again. She wants to play with my cardboard tube. I apologize for the shadow. My lighting wasn't the best in here. So I'm twisting all the yarn pieces together. I folded it and I stuff it through the center of the hat. That gives the brim look. Don't pull it too hard because they will reverse. You will end up pulling the knots through the other direction. So I take a piece of yarn and I wrap it around all the loose bits. Wrap it around twice and knot it and give it a tight pull. That will make the top of your hat. And I give it a good knot, a double knot. And there you go. And I take those two pieces that I had just knotted and I knot the end together, so that'll give you a little hanging piece. But first, I'm going to cut the ends off of my hat. It's too long, we don't need it. Now you can use these ends for whatever you wish. Sometimes I even take them and stick them down inside the hat to give it some structure. So even though my cat is on my lap, she does not get hurt. I love her to pieces. And no, crafting doesn't stop with the cat around. So now I take the ends and I give them a little tie. I knot them, and that will be the hanger for off your tree. Or off your Christmas package, or whatever you decide to do with them. So there we go. A cute little Santa hat or gnome hat. Now I go on to make many more of these sitting here. I figured I would only record one. You should probably have more video of my cat instead of me actually making the hat. There you go. Very simple, very cute. So now this is the next day. I am in my craft room. I have glue sticks, I have wooden beads, I actually have some faux fur here, and I have some indoor snowballs. You don't need the snowballs unless you're doing the Santa Claus ones, and I'll make a few of them in this video. So this is the faux fur. I flipped it over on the back side, and you just slice through the piece that holds it together. And this is some multicolored. I thought it was super cute, so I ordered that too. Just spread the outside edges so you can't see it's not a straight line. So here's my little hat. I got my hot glue gun going. My hot glue gun, there's two settings, normal and there's high. I do this on normal. It does not get that hot to where it burns my hands off. I'm taking a little indoor snowball and I'm stuffing it in the hole in the hat. Got my glue gun back out. These are about 0.47 inches wooden beads. And yes, there are holes in them. I just put the hole on both sides. Look how cute, adorable little Santa Claus. I have a bag of pre-made hats. I just got a bunch out. Now you can use any kind of yarn you'd like. Fat stuff, thin stuff, all sorts. So you take the faux fur, and I'm checking to make sure it's going to fit properly inside the hat and how it's going to look. And I think it's going to look great. So I run a bead of glue around the whole inside of the hat. And I take my faux fur, make sure it's the right direction, fold it in half, and push it in with my finger. And yes, I get hot glue on my finger here. It actually glues itself into place. But like I said, my glue gun does not get that hot on this setting, so it will not burn me. So I get my bead out. I make sure the hanger is to the back. Put my dot of glue in. And glue my bead in. Perfect little gnome. And I continue doing this to all of them. You'll see many at the end that I've completed. Please stay tuned for some pictures. I want to thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed making these adorable yarn hat gnomes and Santas with me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss more fun DIYs. Comment below which gnome was your favorite, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.